Okay, so please come on time, be in proper school uniform, and third important, please maintain the discipline. Okay, children? Okay, very good. Should we start? Today class is of revision of class 6, and we will do the revision and then we will proceed further. Okay, the revision is that what does the term history or the word history means. Okay, history means his story. If we break the word history, the term will come to you, that is his story. Okay, what is his story? His story is the life of the early man. What are the things which have been done in the past? What are the activities which have been done in the past? Okay, have you understood the word? What is his story? Show me thumbs up. His story means the life of the early man. Okay, his story means how did the man live in the past. Okay, what problems does the man face? What are the various problems the man faced in the past? Okay, and what are the things they do in the past? What are the things they are doing for living, for eating, for surviving? What are they doing? The story they are telling is all about history. Okay, now everybody please your video on. I want everybody put your video on. Nobody will switch off the video. The video should all be on and the mic should all be off. I want to see everybody. Okay, children. Now, historians have divided history into 3 parts. Historians have divided history into 3 parts. The first part is the ancient history. Ancient history means the history in which early man used to live. Okay, we don't have any writing evidence about the first history or the ancient history. So historians have divided history into 3 parts. How many parts? 3 parts. Okay. Now, this first part is the ancient history or early man. Okay. And we also for our syllabus have divided history into 3 parts. The 6th history, the 7th history, and the 8th history. Okay. The 6th history, the 7th history, and the 8th history. In the 6th history, you have already studied about the early man, or you have studied about the early man in class 5 also. Okay, so this 6th history contains the Indian rulers, the rulers who ruled over in India. Okay, and in 7th class or the present class, okay, the present class contains about the history of the medieval India. What is medieval India? The medieval India means that the rulers of India has been taken over by the Mughal rulers. Okay, remember children, in class 6 you have studied about the Indian rulers, Ashoka and all. Okay, is my voice coming, children? Show me thumbs up. Can you hear me? Very nice. Very good. Okay. You have studied about Ashoka and all in class 6. In class 7, you will study about the rulers of Muslim rulers. Okay? And in class 8, we will study about the British history. Okay? So the syllabus have divided history we also have divided history into 3 parts: class 6, class 7, and class 8. Okay? Now, today, for starting of class 7, we will just revise. That is, history is the story of man, which tells us about what things they do, the plants they grow, what pots they use for cooking, what tools they use as weapons. These all details we study in history. Okay? Then there are various sources of history. The various sources of history are manuscripts. What are manuscripts? Manuscripts are the writings or the books which we found of the people who have written them in past. The inscriptions are also writings, and the remains of the buildings. There are various old buildings. They are also good source of history. Okay, children, understood till this much? Please show me thumbs up, everybody. Have everybody understood? Very good, children. Very active. Very nice. Next. Now the question arises, why should we study history? What is the use of studying history? The main use of studying history is the first point. History tells about the life and deeds of great men. Great men like Ashoka. Have you studied about Ashoka in class 6? Yes or no? We have studied about Ashoka in class 6. Show me thumbs up. Yes, very good, very nice. These are the deeds, what these great persons have done. So, this tells us about the deeds of the great men who lived in the past. The second point, history tells how languages develop. How languages develop means how what we are speaking, how these early man started forming different languages and sign, how these languages develop. So the second point is that history tells us how languages develop. Okay, children? Now, the third point. The third point is we cannot understand our present without knowing about our past. How can we understand? We cannot understand. We should know what happened in the past. So to know our past, we have to study history. Understood the importance of history? Show me thumbs up, everybody. Very nice. Very good, children. So to understand our present, we know and we should have the knowledge about our past. Understood? The next point. History is an account of what happened in the world in the past. Not only what happened in India. We should know what happened in the world. We should know what is going around and what had happened in the world. So to know this, we have to study history. Understood? Okay, the next point. History is a great teacher. History is a great teacher. It tells us that it teaches us what wrong things have done in the past. So we can learn the lessons that whatever the mistakes we have done in the past, whatever the mistakes we have done in the past, we should not repeat it. Okay? That the lessons we should take from the history, and we should not repeat our mistakes. Okay, children. So these are the important points that why should we study history. Okay, please show me thumbs up. Till here, everything is clear. Very good, children. Very nice. Very good. Okay. Aditya Singh Tiwari, can you hear me? Very good, children. Very nice. Very good. Now, we come to the next point. The next point is, please, children, come on time. There are various children who are coming now also. Everybody should come on time so that full class should be attended by you and you can understand. Okay. Now, the second point today, we will, that one person is asking, ma'am, who are Mughals? Mughals are the people or who have came from foreign country to India. We will study about the Mughal people in class 7th history in detail. So don't worry about it now. Concentrate what I am telling you and understand what is being taught in the class. Okay, children? Very nice. Now, second important point for today is we will study about two types of history, prehistory and history. Okay, I'll repeat. Today we will study about prehistory and history. What is prehistory? Prehistory and history. Okay. So, me sign up to everybody keep your video on. I want everybody to keep your video on. Shivansh, Deep Gupta, please keep your video on. Okay. We will study about two types of history today. First is history and prehistory. Is that clear? History and prehistory? Very nice. Now, what is prehistory? Mehul Agarwal, is my voice clear now? Is my voice clear now? Very nice. Okay. Prehistory is the history which we do not have the writing evidence. Prehistory is that history which we do not have writing evidence. Those time period in which we do not have any evidence of writing it down. We have no evidence that at this event took place on that date. So whatever history which we do not have writing evidence is called as prehistory. Okay? Those time which we do not have writing evidence is called as prehistory. And history is, children, is my voice clear? Show me thumbs up. Fine. A Baroda. Okay. Now, we divide history into two parts, history and prehistory. Prehistory means that time which we do not have the writing evidence. And history is that time which we have the writing evidence. Okay, so this is two types of history. Prehistory is a period about which we do not get any information in writing. Okay, prehistory, we do not have any evidence of writing. But in history, we have the evidence and documents are available. Documents are available. Documents are available for history, and documents are not available for prehistory. Okay, is that very clear, children? So we divide history into two parts: prehistory and history. Okay, next is the history part. We found it on where the people have written. There are no papers. There were no papers to write down. So where these people have written it down, they have written it down on the bark of the leaves. Where they have written it down? They have written it down on the bark of the leaves, on the skin, and on the stones. Okay, very good. Some people are answering this. That is copper plates. They have written down on copper plates. Very good, very nice. Okay, so these people have written it down on bark of the trees. They have written it down on the stones, and they have written it down on the skin of animals. So by reading those things, we know about the history part. Okay, and the last point today we will discuss is the timeline. What is a timeline? Historians have divided history into two timelines. Okay, or you can say timelines is called as, the term used is called as BC and AD. What are two terms? The two terms are BC and AD. What are the two terms which the historians have divided history? That is BC and AD. Okay, these two terms. Now, these two letters, BC, stand for before Christ. Understood? What is the full form of BC? Before Christ. And what is AD? AD stands for Anno Domini. Okay, so these are the two terms which the historians have used to divide the history. Okay, understood? Show me thumbs up. Show me thumbs up, everybody. Very good, very active children, very nice. Okay, so the first before Christ. Okay, this before Christ is taken to divide the world history. Okay, they have taken to divide the world history. The birth of Jesus Christ is being taken as a dividing point of the world history. Okay, the BC is referred to the year before the year in which Jesus Christ was born. So we divide history into two parts: before Christ history and Anno Domini, or after Christ history. So this is the timeline. This is the timeline or the dividing line. Understood? This is the dividing line. Before Christ history and after Christ history. Understood, everybody? What is the timeline? What is the timeline? Everybody show me thumbs up. Very nice. Very good. Understood? So the timeline history means we divide history or into before Christ history and after the birth of the Christ. So this is the timeline which divides history into two parts: before Christ history and the history after the birth of the Christ. Is that very clear, everybody? Okay. So this has been taken as the dividing line of history. Okay, children. So I end the class today and I'll repeat the things what you have to do it for tomorrow. That is, you have to be there in proper school uniform. Show me thumbs up. Very nice. Everybody should sit properly and listen it carefully and try to understand. Very understood this thing? And Please, children, revise whatever is being taught and tell other children, those who cannot attend the live Zoom class, the videos are available, and everybody please join it or log in with your name and your class and section. Okay? By this, we will take the attendance and be on time so that we can mark your attendance properly and everybody will able to be there in the class and attend the class. So I am switching off my video and audio to take the attendance. Nobody should leave. Okay? Wait for 2 minutes, then we will switch off the class. Okay? Just wait a minute. Okay, children, that's all for today. Please be on time and please stay safe and revise whatever we taught. Okay, children, bye for now. Thank you so much.